On my tracker, on my roster.
He's blitzing 7 guys.
Every fucking play.
I don't know what the name of it is, but he's definitely doing it. So he's blitzing 7 guys. I don't even think they blitz 7 guys.
Unless it's a fucking run play.
Oh, he's playing it again?
Yeah.
You have to leave extra blockers, bro.
Whatever, yo.
Alright, coach. EA Sports
Shit's just cheese, bro. And watch the way he kicks. Every single kick is a short kick to the sidelines that never goes out of bounds. Watch.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs.
That's not going out. Yeah, see? Hey?
Let me get on this game. I can keep you in here and still be in it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Allen now on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now the first carry for a former Pitt Panther, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On first down, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
Now Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now McCoy. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on second and goal.
Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And it's 3rd and 5.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
On 3rd down, that's Conner. And leaping at the 30. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Conner. Runs over it, and now running right through it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Conner. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Conner. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Patriot! Patriot!
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run. This time it's Ivory. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They start with a give to counter, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo 1st.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And this one's incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Allen to throw once more. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone!
Now Allen again. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills send the punter out, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go! Brad 38!
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ohio! Let's go!
On first, here's Washington. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. If they keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go!
Following the penalty, here's Charles. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases that they're able to exploit right there.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go!
On 2nd down, Washington. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
And they'll go on the ground. Running right through it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cardale Jones keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Leopard! Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen now operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's got this one down to the 10. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now a handoff. This is Charles. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first.
Good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from Better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lucky 56. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Gone. Watch it now, Barney.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Gone. Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
On second down, Ivory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney. Gone. Detroit.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. A pressure spot now for a guy who's been here before, and that's Stephen Hauschka. This to break our 4th quarter tie. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The drive will start with Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Again, it's Connor. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
On the give, this is Washington. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go! 190!
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Let's go! 190! 190!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Toss play, Connor. Pushing through, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
On the counter, here's McCoy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 1st down, Allen. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun. Here we go now. 319. 319. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
He's back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Detroit!
One final try here for Allen. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they'll run it here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, inside, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Hey.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
You